So now you talk with your partner and you decided which words go best in the sentences for activity 20, choosing verbs to complete sentence about incidents. And you have to use past tense verbs, right? Did you choose the verb? Did you agree on the verbs? Yes? Did you pronounce them very well? Maybe so-so? You need some help? You need some help. Okay, I'll help you. Okay, so number 1 says the floor was wet and he slipped. Slipped. S-L-I-P-P-E-D. Slipped. Slipped. And how about number 2? James accidentally kicked his friend while playing soccer. You know, when you play soccer, you kick, right? So kicked, K-I-C-K-E-D. Kicked. Kicked. Now, let me hear you say this word. Accidentally. 5 syllables. Accidentally. 5, 3. So put the stress on the 3rd syllable. Accidentally. Good. James accidentally kicked his friend while playing soccer. Okay, number 3. There were a lot of toys on the floor, and Jeff, you can use 2 words. I think it's okay to say Jeff tripped on them. So if he tripped on them, that means he lost his balance. You can also say Jeff stepped on them. All right? So both of those are possible. Let's try the first way. Say the first one. There were a lot of toys on the floor, and Jeff tripped on them. Or, there were a lot of toys on the floor, and Jeff stepped on them. Okay, let me hear your beautiful voices as we practice our oral English, okay? Now, number 4, we have she was standing on a chair. She lost her balance, L-O-S-T. She lost her balance and fell. Fell. Fell, F-E-L-L, is a past tense of fall. Let's say this sentence. She was standing on a chair. She lost her balance and fell. Okay, number 5, Sandy stepped on a bee and it stung her. Yeah, stepped. S-T-E-P-P-E-D. Pronounced stepped. I can't hear you clearly. Say it again, please. Stepped. Good. Stung, S-T-U-N-G. Stung is the past tense of sting, S-T-I-N-G. So you want to write that down? S-T-I-N-G is the base form, sting. Past tense, stung. Let's say the sentence. Sandy stepped on a bee and it stung her. Okay, I don't see all of you with your headphones on. Maria, Monica, you need to be listening and speaking. Practice your listening and speaking, okay? All right. So number 6, Joseph hit his head on a table when he stood up. So maybe Joseph was playing on the floor under the table, and then he stood up and hit his head when he stood up. Another word that you might know is bumped. So that's B-U-M-P-E-D, pronounced bumped. Bumped. That's another word that's very common when you hit your head on it or you bump something. It's not too hard, but maybe, and say, be careful when you say the word, it sounds like a T at the end, bumped. It rhymes with jumped. Okay, let's say Joseph hit his head on the table when he stood up. Okay, now number 7, there was an electrical cord on the floor. She tripped on it. She tripped on it. She tripped and lost her balance. You can say she stepped on it, but that doesn't mean she lost her balance. Let's say that from the beginning. There was an electrical. That's 4 syllables. All right, let me help you with this word. Electrical. 4 syllables. Stress the second. 4-2. Electrical. All right, let's say it from the beginning. There was an electrical cord on the floor. She tripped on it. Number 8. You can say either Susan jumped on a block, or you can say Susan stepped on a block. Jumped, J-U-M-P-E-D, jumped. Jumped. Or S-T-E-P-P-E-D, stepped. All right, let's try the first one. You said jumped, I'll say jumped. Susan jumped on a block and lost her balance. Or Susan stepped on a block and lost her balance. Okay, how about number 9? Emily took her doll. So Janet bit Emily on the cheek. Bit, B-I-T, past tense of bite, bit, right? Janet has sharp teeth. All right, let's say it from the beginning. Emily took her doll. So Janet bit Emily on the cheek. Janet has sharp teeth. Okay, number 10. He slipped on the wet stairs and fell down. S-L-I-P-P-E-D, pronounce slipped. He slipped on the wet stairs and fell down. Okay, let's take a look at the language focus about fall and jump. Fall and jump. So we have a little language focus box at the top of page 73. Let's take a look at some verbs with fall. Fall. Fall off. So for example, if something is on the table, it can fall off, and it can fall off onto the floor. Or maybe you have a button on your jacket, and you say, oh, you're missing a button. Did it fall off? Fall off. Now we see fall into. Fall into. Fall into. Did Jessica fall into the well? Yes, she fell into the well. All right. You can fall into a swimming pool. You can fall into a bucket. You can fall into a bathtub. Okay, or maybe you have a pot of flowers on the shelf, and maybe you can fall into the sink. All right. So when it falls into something, the thing has to be deep. The next one is fall down. Fall down. So lots of times the children are running and running, and then they fall down. And maybe they skin their knee or hurt their leg. Or maybe they get up and run again, right? Has that happened to you? Did you fall down? Sure, I bet you fell down a lot when you were little. Maybe you fall down, you don't fall down so often now. But sometimes you might do that. How about fall over? Fall over. Okay, usually we use fall over if something is kind of tall. Like maybe you have a lamp, and you hit it and goes, and then you say, oh, did the lamp fall over? Yes, it fell over onto the floor. So usually we have something that's kind of tall. And we say, oh, the lamp fell over. Maybe there was an earthquake, right? And in the earthquake, the lamps fell over. All right, here's another word, jump, and some other words that use the word jump in them. So jump, jump up. Yeah, you can jump up. What's the difference between jumping up and jumping down? You know, usually you jump up, right? But how can you jump down? Can you jump down? Yes, if you're on a high place, you can jump down. So if you're on the ladder or the steps or the chair, you can jump down to the floor. All right, so you can jump up, and you can also jump down. How about jump out of? Can you jump out of something? Sure, if you're in something, if you're in a hole, then you can jump out of the hole. Okay? So if you're in the bathtub, you can jump out of it. If you're in a wading pool in your backyard, you know, wading pool, just a little bit of water, you can jump out of it. So you can jump out of a hole. And how about to jump off? Jump off. Okay, for example, if you're on a tree, you're playing, you're climbing up, and you're on the branches, and then you jump from the tree branch, you jump off the tree branch, and then you jump onto the ground, or you jump onto a rock. So you can jump off of something. That means you leave that place. Right? You could jump off the ladder. You can jump off of a high place and go farther down. So now let's look at some examples. Example number 1. Do you have a pencil? Yes. Okay, take your pencil. Do you have your pencil? Yes. All right, take your pencil, put it on the table. Okay, now push it off the table. Push your pencil. Let me see it. Hello? Yes. Okay, where's your pencil? Put your pencil on the table. Okay, push it off. Push. Push your pencil off. Hello, look at me. Push your pencil off. Push it off. Push your pencil off the table. Push your pencil off the table. Push your pencil off the table. Okay, now let's make a sentence. Let's make a sentence. Let's say, the pencil fell off the table. Uh-oh, the pencil fell off the table. Uh-oh, the pencil fell off the table. You understand? Yeah. What happened to the pencil? The pencil fell off the table. Okay, now we pushed it, but let's pretend we didn't do it on purpose. Right? So sometimes when you're taking care of children, uh-oh, where's your crayon? Uh-oh, where's your cookie? Oh, the cookie fell off. Right? You understand? So when you're talking with a child, oh, I just gave you an eraser. What happened to the eraser? Uh-oh, the eraser fell off the table. And now it's on the floor. Okay? Now, all right, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Stand up. Okay, jump into the air. Jump! Come on, show me how to jump. Jump! Okay, I jumped. I jumped. What did you do?
I jumped.
What did we all do?
I jumped.
We jumped. What did he do?
He
jumped. What did she do?
She jumped.
She jumped. What did they do?
They
jumped. What did we all do?
We jumped.
We jumped. We jumped. We jumped. Good. Okay, you can sit down now.